So, we've had a DT50MX in the family for 20 years, is it?
Yeah,
20 years?
Right.
We decided just one day we were going to do it up. Connor was 15, my lad, and we decided we were going to do it up so that when he was 16 he could ride it. It was going to be his first bike, and we were going to make a flat track scramble bike. So the bike was 2/3 done. It had been painted, the engine had been partly rebuilt, the tank had been painted quite badly. Although don't tell Grandad that, he gets upset. No, it weren't the best. Sorry about that, Dad. But yeah, so we built it up, we got it running just as a DT, and at that time we didn't know what to do with it. We just got it running, and yeah, so we got it built up as much as possible as a complete bike before we'd actually decided what we were going to do with it. And then we stripped it down and started to make an actual plan. Hack it to bits, yeah.
In other words.
But the original plan was to keep it as original as we could, so that if we ever wanted to, we could put it back to original. Yeah, it didn't work out. No, it didn't work out at all.
No. This with that spindle in it. So what I'm thinking is, we make one of them, and then we turn the end down so it's that size to press through the bottom of this bottom yoke, and then that is sticking out of there, and we can use original bearings to put these in.
My mate Ed knocked us up a nice spindle for the top yokes, to hold the forks in place. It is a spindle, and it's not a shaft.
Yeah,
it's a spindle. The original tank that we got was from CG125. So I think it was CG125.
Yeah.
And this is the seat unit that we got from caferacer.com, I think it was, in Europe. We can't get stuff from there, we're not in Europe anymore. We bought a Gianelli exhaust, and it looked really cheap. It was like pressed together in two different pieces and then spot welded. It looked terrible, so we ground off all the seams, took it to a welder, got it all seam welded up, and then got it ready for powder coating. Well, ceramic coating.
Yeah.
We got an RD50 fuel tank after we decided the CG tank weren't the right shape. But it was second hand, it was quite rusty inside. So we used this electro, we scienced the shit out of it, didn't we? Mm-hmm. We'll have to say shit. We can say shit.
Yeah, cool.
So we used electrolysis, which was just a Allen key, a 12 volt battery charger, and some soda crystals in water. And that was it. Amazing, best ever thing we've ever done. So satisfying. So that we could fit the tank, we had to narrow down the frame a little bit because the original DT tank was too wide, that part. So I got a fabricator friend, Dean, he's no longer with us, rest in peace Dean, to narrow it all down, strengthen it so that the tank would fit, and also remount the front where the rubbers fit, so that it was in line with the tail section. Did a really cracking job of it, really proud of him. Wiring was a nightmare. None of us had done wiring really in that kind of depth to make a wiring loom from scratch, and we changed it from 6 volts to 12 volts by rewinding stator, and just completely built a wiring loom from scratch with all LED lighting, RFID ignition, digital clocks, everything. We did everything. We wired the KTM switches. It was a nightmare. We've been waiting for the wheels to come back from anodizing and the hubs powder coating with all spokes and everything for a long time. It had held the job up for a good 3 months, just from one reason or another. We had a bad guy who had our hubs for, I think about 6 months.
Yeah,
he had them for 6 months, didn't touch them once, and then sent them back in JCB yellow. They're supposed to be anodized or powder coated, weren't they?
Yeah.
So yeah, we were glad to be able to crack on with that so that we could modify the swing arm, because we wanted to extend it so we could we'd set our heart on the certain type of tyres that we wanted on it, which didn't fit with the standard wheels and hubs. So that's what held all the job up. So we were glad to get my dad on the case, rebuilding the wheels. Got the frame back from powder coating, and that let us really charge on with the project. We were held up until we got the frame back. Then we could. We'd already got the swing arm modified, had it engineered and extended and lowered so that it raised the ride height on the bike, allowed the tyre to clear on the inside of the swing arm, and it let Connor get on with finishing the wiring, and Connor loved that.
No, I didn't. No, it bakes your brain.
Definitely,
quite a lot.
Definitely. The connectors were a nightmare.
Yeah,
the cheap connectors kept dropping off, and if you didn't do a good job on them, they pulled off in your hand, didn't they? We went through the bearings and seals, split all the crankcases, replaced the piston, rebored the barrel, and it's now a 50cc. From 50cc, yeah, for legal reasons it's a 50cc, yeah. It's no more than 3 horsepower, is it? No, it's not 3. No, it's not.
And it doesn't go over 28 miles?
No, not at all. No, it never will. No. Not even with the power pipe we've got on it.
No, not one.
No way. No. We've restricted it deliberately. Yeah, so it's not a dangerous vehicle anyway.
Doesn't sound too bad at all. Little hand switch. Ooh, what about this one? One turn. I'll turn it all now. Toast. No, so there's no actual pressure on that, so that should just turn out.
Don't know if I've got the right size one.
Oh, ain't it dinky? Look how little it is. You got it?
No.
So you broke it?
Yeah.
It's broke. Careful you don't nick that aluminum.
There it is.
What's that? Oh, that's the actual D10 piece, isn't it? You broke it.
Yep. We found a nice Mikuni carb at the bottom of the ocean and decided to clean it all out. It was literally, it's the worst carb I've ever seen.
Really bad.
I've never seen one that bad. It was like someone had been baking biscuits in the bottom of the ball. Yeah, so it took a while to get it cleaned up, but we eventually got it cleaned up. We didn't get a new carb to make it faster. No, it wasn't to make it faster. No. The tank came back from paint and the undertail came back from fabrication on the same day, so it were exciting times. We could actually put it all together and for the first time see what it would actually look like with all the wheels and the tank and everything. How exciting was that?
Full build up.
Yeah,
Really good.
super exciting. So with the engine running, rebuilt, the wiring finished, it was just a case of cosmetics. So we've got the side panels to make. I actually beat them out of aluminium. Surprising, I've never done it before, and like surprising how easy it was to build, to beat aluminium into shape and to bend the number boards. You did the undertail, didn't you, Connor?
Yeah.
And you found it were easier than you thought it was?
It was a lot easier than I thought when we first started.
So what do you think of the klaxon horn then, Connor?
I would say it's probably the best thing we never fitted to that bike. It was great.
As soon as we were satisfied with the shape of the panels and the number boards, we decided to get them powder coated. So it was just a case of waiting for us to come back so we could do the final build and fit all the transfers and numbers and everything. We've had some ups and downs on this project, and we overshot it by about 6 months.
Yeah,
we were 6 months too late for your 16th birthday, weren't we? But I'm so satisfied with the result. I think it's absolutely mega. What do you think?
I love it.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Good man.